Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome back to part 4 of What If Goku Was in Mortal Kombat. Now before we begin, as always, I'm OG Brown Nerd. If you're a fan of everything nerdy, just hit subscribe already because I talk about everything. Sorry if I sound a little bit dead today. I'm doing an aggressive mini cut for this convention coming up in May. Your boy needs some donuts, but vlogs coming soon to explain all that. Vegeta, Goku, Raditz, and Nappa rush in to fight Shao Kahn, but even with the power of all four Saiyans combined, they aren't able to do much. He's truly unstoppable. Nappa, desperate, quickly goes to throw a power ball, hoping that the Great Ape transformation will be enough to make the difference up, but Shao Kahn quickly grabs him and begins absorbing his soul, adding his power into his own. Goku, Raditz, and Vegeta frantically try to save Nappa, but it's too late. Shao Kahn is even stronger now. And while Nappa is not necessarily the strongest person here, his soul is a priceless treasure. Shao Kahn, bolstered by this strength, is even stronger now as he sends Raditz and Goku flying away. He then begins brutally pummeling Vegeta. Puny Saiyan. Did he really think he could rule Outworld? That his pathetic race was worth anything more than being Shao Kahn's slaves? The Saiyans were filthy monkey, and tonight marks the night they go extinct. A mistake that is long deserving of being rectified. He absolutely demolishes Vegeta, but the prince refuses to stand down. Raditz and Goku jump back into the battle, giving Vegeta a chance to catch his breath as he collapses. Goku and Raditz finally united, fighting as brothers after all these years. And Raditz turns to his younger brother, saying all these years he wished for Kakarot to return home, to be with him. All these years he spent hating Raiden and Earthrealm, only to find they were what saved his brother. He's glad that Kakarot never knew the cruelty of working under Shao Kahn. The cruelty of Outworld, the cruelty of war. He's glad there's a Saiyan out there who found his own form of happiness. And at least if they die today, they'll die as proud Saiyan warriors, and he tells them together they will ascend to the Super Saiyans of legend. Goku nods, and for the first time he acknowledges his Saiyan pride as he activates a ×30 Kaioken. His body literally being torn apart from the sheer output of power, but they need to push themselves if they're going to defeat Shao Kahn. He manages to land a nasty uppercut, sending Shao Kahn reeling as Raditz jumps in and attacks. But their victory is short-lived as Raditz gets grabbed by Shao Kahn and he begins absorbing his soul as well. Goku watches helplessly as his brother slowly succumbs, and this is what finally breaks him, and Raditz's last words to Goku are "Ascend." Shao Kahn snaps Raditz's neck and tosses his corpse in front of Goku, whose eyes are glazed over in an unknown rage. Lightning and thunder begin flashing around as Goku's power begins skyrocketing. His aura turns from the fiery red of Kaioken to a brilliant golden color. He screams his most guttural cry ever and transforms. Vegeta looks on as him and Raditz are shocked at the transformation. Goku is now a Super Saiyan, the legend made real. It's a reality now. Raiden is bewildered. He thought the legends of the Saiyan transformations were just a myth, a bedtime story. But they're real? Have the Elder Gods truly blessed them this much? Shao Kahn is shocked as well, and as he lunges forward, he hits Goku, but it has no effect on him. Not anymore. Goku tells Shao Kahn his reign of terror is over as he slaps him from across the stage and begins walking towards him menacingly. Pure aura farming as he tells him that he's the Saiyan from Earth. He's the one who will end everything that Shao Kahn has built. Shao Kahn reels. How could his power have gone up so much? But it doesn't matter. No Saiyan can stop him, and he lunges forward at Goku once again. The two begin fighting as Goku learns his new powers. Raiden and a weakened Vegeta watch as they witness the Saiyan's true potential in action. Vegeta yells from the sidelines as he watches Goku hold back, and he tells him, "Do it, Kakarot. Kill him. He killed our people. My father, your brother. He killed us all. Avenge the Saiyans and take your place in history as the first Super Saiyan. Embrace your Saiyan pride and be merciless." Now remember, Goku in this scenario did not hit his head. His Saiyan pride and anger were tempered by the trainings of Raiden and the monks. So he still has that in him. He still has the same ego and the same pride as Vegeta. This ain't no peacetime Goku as he looks on at Raditz, seeing his dead brother. The memories of his own revenant father coming back as he charges up his most angry and largest Kamehameha yet. His eyes a blend of sheer fury and an eerie calmness. The two halves of himself reconciling as Shao Kahn rushes forward, determined to end Goku with one swipe of his hammer, and before he connects, Goku unleashes his full power, sending Shao Kahn flying into the sky as his body begins disintegrating. Raditz' final words echo, ascend as Goku lets out one final primal cry and destroys Shao Kahn forever. Goku finally collapses, his body exhausted, but he's reached a new height of power. He is the Saiyan of legend. Raiden watches in awe as his amulet heals, the future finally secured and changed. Goku must not have been able to reach this level of power in the original timeline. Raiden and Vegeta approach him as Raiden says it's over. Without Shao Kahn, the Outworld forces will pull back. They've won. But then Goku kneels over Raditz and says they lost too. They lost too much. Vegeta offers some comfort, saying that Raditz died a true Saiyan's death. He was a warrior till the end. So was Nappa. Goku honored their sacrifice and loss by destroying the man who took everything from the Saiyans. They would be proud, wherever they are. Goku stands up and wipes his eyes, telling them it's not over. They still need to make Quan Chi pay for what he's done. Raiden agrees, saying yes, indeed they do, and Vegeta goes to Outworld to take command of the Outworld armies. Now, after the beating he got from Shao Kahn and watching Goku ascend, Vegeta's power is unstoppable compared to anybody else in Outworld. No one can stand up to him. So it's pretty easy to make Outworld submit to him. The only contention for his throne is Perfect Cell, who, since he has Shao Kahn's DNA, has a claim to the throne. But the rebel will quickly be caught because he only has a meek few allies. It won't be that big of a deal, and once he's captured, he will be executed. Now, I know you're wondering, what about Vegeta and Bulma? Where is Bulma in this scenario? And I had a fun little tidbit I wanted to add. So with Chi-Chi being an Edenian in this scenario, I thought it would be cool to make Bulma a Special Forces soldier. So if I decide to continue this story with MKX, Bulma will be the Special Forces liaison to Outworld, working closely with Emperor Vegeta to maintain peace. Now meanwhile, back on Earthrealm, the Earth begins healing from the damage caused by the Outworld attack. Goku and Raiden create the Earth Defense Force led by Special Forces as well as the monks, and their nickname is the Z Fighters, and they're ready for the final war. Johnny Cage, Krillin, Tien, Bulma, your favorite hodgepodge of Mortal Kombat and Dragon Ball Z characters are in this lineup. Goku begins to master Super Saiyan alongside with Raiden, and their goal is to bring the fight to the Netherrealm, to get Quan Chi, to undo his revenant magic, and to end the biggest threat to Earthrealm once and for all. Now, in the short time after the threat of Shao Kahn ends, Goku and Chi-Chi actually end up getting together, as she opts to stay in Earthrealm. Seeing her friends die, she actually has no ties back to Outworld, and she wants to be with Goku. She doesn't want to live the life of regrets she saw Katana living. She wants to be free. I remember Chi-Chi's an Edenian in this scenario, so future Gohan will eventually be a half Saiyan and a half Edenian, and that'll definitely be interesting to see. Now, a relatively small peace exists between this period after Shao Kahn's defeat, but little do they know that Quan Chi's plan is actually playing out perfectly, as he's grown his Netherrealm army. The Revenants Bardock and the newly resurrected Raditz and Nappa are his soldiers to command. They will bring Lord Shinnok back and use the Earthrealm's Jinsei to take over all the realms. Liu Kang, Goku, and Raiden spar, not knowing the war they're preparing for is headed straight for their door. Shinnok will be the greatest threat they've ever faced, a literal god of destruction, hell-bent on chaos and anarchy. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to end this part off right here. I'm actually going to rename all 4 parts of these as What If Goku Was an MK9? And I'm actually going to combine all 4 parts and post it as a full movie. Usually I do this at the end of the scenarios, but I think just from a content creator perspective, marketing this as What If Goku Was an MK9, and then watching the response, and then creating What If Goku Was an MKX, What If Goku Was an MK11, I think it just makes more sense view-wise. Yes, it'll space out the scenario much longer than I thought it would. That way, for the next 2 months, I can just work on Goku and Mortal Kombat and actually use this time to expand on the vlogs and everything else. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and please subscribe for more. Peace.